Morning team, or evening team, wherever we happen to be. Today we're going to do a short 30-minute whole body stretch. So we'll start, as always, on the roller of happiness. Line lengthways along the roller, knees bent, head down, arms out to the side. So the first few minutes we're just going to settle in. Allow your spine to soften onto the roller. Arms are out to the side. Allow your breath to settle. The arms can either stay straight or we can bend them for a slightly stronger stretch. Make sure the back of your neck is long. And for the first few minutes, we're just going to settle. Allow your breath to slow down. Allow your mind to realize where you are. And you're in the stretch class. Yay! The rest of the day can fall away. The more often we practice these, the more your subconscious and your nervous system will realize that you're on your mat, on the roller of happiness, and it will start to slow down and relax quicker. We're going to program your subconscious to relax, to breathe deeper, and to stretch. Move the arms up towards the head a little bit. Just change the angle of that stretch. If you can, stretch your hands out wide or get the elbows bent. We can bring the hands back to shoulder, so the elbows back to shoulder height, or a little bit towards the hips. So experiment yourself with this. So you find the best stretch for your chest. Then bring your hands onto your abdomen and roll off your roller. And pop the roller out of the way for now. Come back to lie on your back. We're going to hug the left knee into the chest. Take a moment here to give it a bit of a squeeze. So you squish your internal organs and we stretch the hip a little bit, stretching your bum slightly. Then we'll place the right hand on the outside of your left knee. Tuck the toes of the left foot underneath your right knee here. Roll the leg all the way over to the side. You might click and clunk. That's kind of cool. Turn the head to the left and extend the left arm out. Now you can stay with the arm level with the shoulder, or you can bring it up. What I'd like you to do here is aim for the bring it up version, but only if that's okay on your shoulder. If you come too high, you hit your ear or your face and you lose the stretch. It's roughly halfway between the two. And we stop here. Now, some people keep both shoulders on the mat and then pull on the knee. That's more of a spinal twist. Here we want to lift the shoulder up if we can. And we get a combined spinal twist for in here. And we stretch on the hip here. But mostly I want you to feel this in the front of your chest. It's actually a deeper muscle in your chest, your pec minor. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, just gently see if you can release a little more. Deep breath in. And see if we can release a little more. Then we're going to come back to the center. Slow, 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 slow. Bending both knees. Lift the hips up. to reset your low back. As always, check your back's happy and everything's happy with what we're doing. Left leg is straight this time. Hug the right knee in. Squish it in. Squish your tummy. A little bit of an internal massage. In the yoga world, they call this the wind relieving pose. If you're home by yourself, it doesn't matter, no one's going to hear if anything slips out. Left hand the outside of the knee, tucking the toes underneath your left knee, roll the leg all the way over. Again, you might clunk and click, turn the head to the right, extend the right arm out. Again, you can stay here level with the shoulder, that's the easier version, or you can bring it up. Maybe get your ear, you're too far, roughly halfway. Just play around in this angle, and we should find this spot. It's almost like you're stretching from your right knee to the right hand. Turn the head as well. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can twist a little more. Take a breath in. And a breath out. See if you can go a little further. Again, you're not forcing, you're just encouraging. Gently, as we come back to the center. Both feet are flat on the mat. Lift the hips up once again, just for a moment, a little bridge, just to reset your low back because it can get a little funny. From here, we're going to hug both knees in towards the chest and give your hips a little rock side to side, a little rock backwards and forwards, maybe little circles, just to loosen up that low back. Go the other way. Then we're going to rock and roll up to sitting. You can hold the front of your knees or behind your knees, whichever feels more comfy. Chin towards the chest. That was the back of my knee, by the way, that little noise. Not the wind relieving. Roll along the spine as you massage the spine. Pretend you're 5 years old, and it's kind of fun. Sit yourself up. We'll spin round. We'll take a little child's pose here. So this will lengthen out our low back. Reach the arms forward. Rest the head down. Knees are wide, big toes together. Belly hangs between the thighs. No one can see your belly, so you can breathe to the belly button. Relaxing that abdomen. We're not staying here too long because we want to stretch, so we're going to walk the fingers forward to create some length. And then walk the hands over. Look them over towards your left-hand side. The important thing is the right hand walks forward and over. This left hand here can do whatever it likes. You can do a little tent thing here, something like this. You can put it on top of the right hand. The important thing is you feel the stretch down the side of the body. And the low back and the rib region. Take some big breaths here. Notice the bigger breath, the bigger stretch. Then we're going to walk back to the center. Swapping sides, so reach forward first, keep the length. Fingers what little spiders coming across. Keep the length until you feel that stretch in the left side of your low back now. Give this right hand. You can get a little teepee here. You can turn your rib cage a little bit if it helps. Or you can walk it forward. A bit like Thing from the Addams Family. And you put the hand on top of the other one.
Again, steady breath. The big breath moves the rib cage, which increases the stretch. Then we're going to walk back to the center. And we'll slowly come back up. And whilst we're here, we'll bring the knees together. Hands come forward. We're going to tuck the toes under and press back to the world famous downward facing dog. You can feel like a proper yogi because you're doing a down dog. We'll walk the dog. When you walk the dog, you want to, on the bent leg, try and stretch the toe joints, okay, the sole of your foot here. And on the straight leg, you're pushing the heel down and pushing the knee back, so you stretch the calf. We'll just go gently backwards and forwards a couple of times just to see how we're doing. And then we'll stop here. So here I've got my right heel down, my left leg's bent. See if you can push that right knee back. Use your hands to press your chest towards the foot. You may feel this down the hamstring as well. Then we swap sides. Pushing the knee back gently, body pushes back towards the foot. Then we'll press both heels down. Bend the knees a little, stick your bum up in the air so your chest goes back towards your feet a bit more. Then think of straightening the knees. That will increase the calf stretch and the hamstring stretch for most of us. Then we're going to come forward, place the knees down. We're going to take hold of our conveniently placed chair. Bring the chair close to you. This is called a butcher's block, and this stretch is for the underside of the armpit, for your lats, technically. So put the elbows on, reasonably close together here. Hands clasped together in this position. And you're going to walk yourself backwards away from your own elbows. Drop the head between. The temptation here is to arch the low back, which is okay, but we kind of lose the stretch on the shoulders. So line up your ears with your biceps roughly. And think of pushing your bum back and your chest towards the floor without collapsing the low back. The hands here, if we can, we're going to bring them so the pinky side finger side of the hand is together. And you're trying to bring your hands behind your head. Just adds a tiny extra stretch to this. You can hold a bar for this, but we haven't got a bar today. Imagine the hips are pulling back away from the elbows, so you lengthen this underside. Then we'll gently bring ourselves back up. Slowly, slowly. Replace the magic chair back where it was. Come back to roughly in the middle of your mat. And take a seat. Spin. So you face the camera. It's probably a good idea. From here, we have a couple of options. I'm going to mirror teach here. So we're going to tip over onto your right-hand side and bring the left foot over the right knee. Bring the right foot out a little bit so you sit up nice and straight. If that's not comfy, the bottom leg can straighten out in this position here. Okay? So see whichever works better. This is not necessarily better in terms of the stretch, it's just whatever works for you. And turn sideways a little bit. From here, bring the right arm outside the knee. You might need to push the knee a little bit, either the elbow or the forearm, depends how long your arms are. Bring the hand in close to your bottom, and you turn to your left for a seated spinal twist. Suck the belly in, lift the rib cage up, and then turn. If you're young and groovy, you probably haven't got a Malteser belly like I have. But wherever you are, it's a rotation of your spine you're after, including your head. But mostly focus between the shoulder blades if you can. Then we can come back to the center, nice and slow. Unwrap everything. And we swap sides. So you can sit back on the heels if you like. Sit over the other side. So see over your left-hand side this time, right foot comes over the top. Or the bottom leg is straight, remember? Either one is fine. Sit yourself up nice and comfy. I'll turn a little bit so you can see. This time, left arm comes over. Maybe push the knee, elbow or forearm. Right hand behind, nice and tall. Spine is long. Then we rotate. Looking over the right shoulder. Try and bring the shoulders down, the neck up. So you're long. Again, suck the belly and rotate the belly past the thighs. Some of us find that easier than others. Then rib cage, and then we rotate. To your own degree. Remember, it's not how far you go, it's what you feel. Then we'll bring the head back to the center. Body comes back to the center. We unwind everything, and we'll come back to this central position. Then we're going to sit on the heels here if we can, Japanese style. If that's uncomfortable, feel free to kneel up. Takes pressure out of your knees and your ankles. You can sit cross-legged, or you can grab the roller of happiness, put between your legs, and then sit back on the heels, but you're on the roller, so it's a little bit less intense on your knees and your ankles. From here, we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Across the left arm, that's this one, over the right. You're going to wrap the arms across the elbow here. You want to get your elbows past each other so you get this position. Without squashing your microphone, probably. And then either, classically, you get the prayer position here, or you hook this thumb. If you can't get this far, at least cross the arms, and we're going to lift up. From here, we're going to drop the chest a little bit, push the shoulders forward. And we want to feel the shoulder blades separate as best we can in the back, trying to stretch the upper back. And then we'll be kind of round and reach forward and up. And we'll get a bit of opening here. Come back up, arms unwrap, out to the side, and we swap. Right arm goes over the left. This will be the tightest side for most of us. Trying to get to here, trying to hook this thumb or hands to prayer. And then we once again round the back, push the elbows forward. This is half of eagle pose from the yoga world, in case you're keen on the yoga thing. Big breaths again. The breath moves the rib cage. And we're going to release. Unwrap your arms like Jackie Chan. And we're down. Kneel up, take the roller of happiness out of the way. Once again. Sit over to either side. And bring your legs forward. And we're going to separate the legs out as wide as you comfortably can. Now you may be just here, that's okay. You may be out here. You may be super wide. Whatever works for you. Lift up, pulling spare flesh off your bottom. Resting on the bones of your bum. From here, we're going to lean over. We're going to lean over to your right. Put your right elbow on the knee, head on the hand, left arm comes up and over. For a side stretch, you want to feel the stretch in the left side of your low back here. If it's too hard, bring your hand down here. It's okay. Onto the mat. Otherwise, left arm's up and over. If you find it tricky here, just stay here and breathe. If you're more flexible, you can put your right shoulder to the knee, reach the right arm out, and take hold of the big toe. This is the fancy yoga bit. You hook the big toe with your thumb. And the left hand reaches over and takes hold of the foot. And you pull yourself over. As long as you feel it in the side of the waist, we are good. If your knees are slightly bent, that's okay. Just try and make sure your feet don't roll backwards. Try and get them reasonably straight here. To come out of this, we're going to lower the left hand down, use the hand to help us push back up. And then we just keep going. Over this way, left elbows on the knee, head's on the hand. That's enough, stay here. Allow the waist to loosen if it feels okay. Right arm comes up and over, side bend. Again, if it's easy, the shoulder goes to the knee, reach out, hook the big toe, and you hold the outside of the foot. And we gently pull ourselves across. There's a sneaky little hamstring stretch here as well. Some of you feel it in the hamstrings. Mostly we're looking for the side of the waist. Very popular muscle to be tight, by the way. Out of this, right hand comes down, use the hand to assist you to push yourself back up. Then, take a roller of happiness, pop it in front of us. And we're going to bend forward and put the head on the roller. But it's a long way away, that's okay. Hands are going to go here. Stay still. And you're just pressing yourself forward. If you find that's way too far and your knees are like this, and it's too much, just put your hands behind you and push your chest forward. The important thing here is we feel the stretch mostly in this inner thigh region. We'll do a more specific video on hips and thighs another day. Otherwise, you can come forward here. The roller you can do, we can use blocks, is you put one fist on top, other fist on top of that one, and then rest your head. It means there's less effort, less intense. Make sure these feet point straight up. There's a tendency for them to fall backwards or roll in. In your mind, you're just thinking of your belly button going towards the mat. If that's easy with the two hands on the roller, just take one away and rest on the one fist. If that's easy, take that away and rest your head on the roller. As always, the breath is deep and slow. And if that's easy, for the more flexible among you, you can just move the roller out of the way and pop your head down. If you're really keen, you can reach out and take hold of your feet. It's just an option. And we're going to slowly come back up. Again, pop the roller out of the way. To come out of this, bend your knees. Shuffle the feet in. Give the leg a little shake. Check that they feel okay. Then we're going to bend the knees. Step the knees wider than your mat, or wider than your roughly shoulders. Drop both knees to one side. Then both knees the other side. So we're going to windscreen wiper the hips to mobilize the joints of the hips. We've done some spinal stretching, some chest opening. Now we're doing a bit of hip movement. From here, We're going to spin around and we're going to lie down on your back. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and reach through and grab either the front of the knee and shin or behind the knee, whichever you find more comfy. I like the front. I like to interlock my fingers here. Rest the head down. So we're stretching the outside of your bum here, the outside of your hip. It's called a figure four. This top foot here, the right one, if you can, pull the toes up and try and pull the pinky toe side of your foot towards the outside of your knee. It just seems to help take the pressure out of the knee joint. Then we're going to release, unwrap the legs, and we'll swap sides. So same thing the other side. If you want to be flash, you can change the interlock on your fingers just to change how your fingers move. Again, front of the shin or behind the knee. Head down. Even if your head doesn't want to go down, by the way, you can put the roller of happiness under your head or a block. If your hips are real tight, you'll often find your here going with that funny face. That's okay. Something under your head, otherwise your head tends to do that. But if possible, just lie flat. Again, toes of this foot here. Pull the toes up. Pinky toe side of the foot comes towards the outside of your left knee. And you pull towards you. Then we'll release, unwrap the legs. And we'll go straight into a hamstring stretch. So keep the left leg bent, left foot flat on the mat. Reach up and take hold of either behind the thigh or behind the calf. Or if you're feeling bonkers flexible, you can reach up and take hold of the foot. Okay. For most of us, it's going to be a thigh or calf here. And we'll just gently pull the leg to us to stretch out the cheeky hamstring. Now, whilst we're here, this foot looks a little lonely and a bit lost. So you pull the toes towards you, that will stretch the nerve down the back of your leg and give your calf a little bit of a stretch. So you can gently, what's called floss the nerve. You just pull the foot down, relax it up, pull it down. And or you can do ankle rolls to mobilize your ankle, whilst the hamstring is getting a nice, steady, comfy wee stretch. If you're feeling super keen, you can lift the head up towards the knee, reach up, take hold of the foot. Go for the full yoga version. Then we're going to bend this knee and we'll swap the sides. Foot is flat, left leg comes up, reach up, take hold behind the thigh, behind the calf, or the foot. If you interlock the fingers, takes the pressure out of your knuckles. Again, the foot looks a little lonely, so we're not smashing the foot back, we're just moving it back and forwards. Just to floss the nerve a little. Give the calf a bit of a stretch, give the ankle a bit of a move. A little bit of leg up here with some movement in the ankle should help get some fluid out of the legs. A few circles. Again, you can bring the head up if you'd like. It's an option. If you're super keen, you can reach up. Take hold of the foot. Then we come down and bend the knee and release. Once again, knees towards the chest, rock a little. We're going to rock ourselves up. Take a couple of goes, massage the back. And then we're going to see if we can come into a squat. So feet, the width of the mat with the feet turning out a little bit. Bend the knees and see if we can sit into a squat here to stretch out the calves and to lengthen out your low back. Okay. Now, you may find that when you try and do this, your heels come up when you're here. You may find you get this far. I'm just going to work on this, okay? If you're really tight here, you can put blocks and rolled up blankets under your heels. I'll do a whole video on modifications another day. If possible, we're letting the heels sink. Remember, the knees are real wide here, the toes turn out. Hands to prayer position, not because we're going to start chanting Om, although you're welcome to if you'd like. I'm going to use that just to use the elbows to push the knees apart and to lift the chest. If you sink the weight forward, you'll feel the stretch more in your calves. If you sink it back in your heels, it'll be less. And then from here, we're going to carefully stand up. Straighten up the feet, drop the head down, and just hang in standing forward bend, or what we call the ragdoll. Cross your arms, little bend in the knees if you need, and totally do the floppy thing. And this is where we're going to finish the class. So you can stay here as long as you like, repeat the whole thing. Or as I'm going to do, slowly roll yourself up and go off and have a cup of tea and a biscuit. Thanks, team. I'll see you next time.